Hi, this is Captain Andrea.
And I'm Commander Matthew.
And this is Trek Back Tuesday.
And on this episode, we are continuing to build our Hero Collector Build the Enterprise D, and we're up to part 5 now.
Yes, this time around we have parts 15, 16, 17, and 18.
Yeah, so previously we continued our work on the saucer section. It's been primarily the saucer section, and
As you can see right here.
for the most part, it's been this, which has been the skeletal structure of the saucer. We've also worked on a bit of electronics for the neck. We got a little sneak peek of the deflector dish last time also, but yeah, I think now we're going to actually be, it looks like, by the way, I've actually read the instructions a little bit this time. I know, I did the smart thing, which is also the boring thing, I guess.
Well, that's why you're number one and I'm the captain and I get to do all the cool things.
Yeah, and it looks like we'll actually be finally completing the skeletal structure of the saucer section.
Oh, I am excited about that.
And by the looks of things, too, we have a few other pieces, so let's just show off what we have.
Okay, so here's part 15. This looks like the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like part of the neck. Some more fun things up here.
For the skeletal.
Oh, yeah.
For the saucers, yep.
Here's another skeletal section for part 16.
And part 17 is basically more of that, and that should be the end of the skeleton structure of the saucer.
Yeah.
As we then continue onto the neck. Look at this cool piece.
That, I'm excited
Yeah.
about taking a look at that.
Yeah.
And we can see you got some electronics to play with.
There are some electronics this one, and there's some stupid annoying windows. But overall, this one actually looks like it's not going to be that bad, and I feel like we've definitely gotten better with these videos each time.
Yeah.
We've gotten a better hang of how this is going to work out. This episode does involve some more battery stuff, testing some lights.
That's
So
fine.
there will be some lights involved, but we're probably not going to test it.
Nah.
We're going to live dangerously.
We're gonna trust that we're putting it together properly.
And if we're not,
Yeah.
Starfleet.
Listen, we're not the Orville.
We're basically the lower decks of model makers.
No, we're the lower decks of lower decks.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yikes. Well,
Yeah. Let's be honest.
I guess we should get to building then.
Yeah, we're gonna get started.
Yeah, enjoy.
And we're back.
And we're ready to start building, and we'll take a quick look here.
Are we really, though? Are we really?
Yeah, we'll see. It's been admittedly quite some time since we filmed those intros that you just watched, so we're definitely feeling a little rusty. Oh yeah, very rusty, but yeah, so let's take a quick look at what we're going to be doing. So it looks like I will be continuing to work on this big old chunky boy over here, continuing work on the saucer. There's a lot more work on the saucer. You will be continuing work on the neck with some more little things here
Which
and there.
I enjoy. I do like
Just coming along nicely. You're doing such a good job on that.
playing with electronics.
We'll get to be doing a new piece of the top of the saucer section, which is cool
Nice.
for the battle bridge. Looks like this in this build we will be completing the upper skeleton,
Oh,
That's
awesome.
cool. and then you'll be making another window.
Yay!
Yay,
No,
yeah.
it's all good.
Now let's take a look at what episodes this booklet also has this time around. And hey, we're up to data lore now. I forgot where we were in these books, but yeah, we're at the middle of season 1 now.
We're up to Brent Spiner playing against Brent Spiner, and that guy's clearly not Brent Spiner.
And this is clearly not, I mean, it's their best attempt, but yeah.
This one at least looks like a good attempt. His hair is so wrong.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you're looking at it real quick, you probably wouldn't notice as much, but it really just looks
I
like
always
Klaus Nomi
notice
from
this.
behind.
I'm just like, I always notice these things, though.
Yeah.
It's like, I understand you can't get perfect, but sometimes with the hair in particular, it's like, come on, you couldn't use enough gel to get it down?
But the question is, would you have noticed this on a CRT television in 1988? Probably not as easily.
I was a pretty observant kid, so it's
Yeah.
possible. But I wasn't watching it then, so who knows? Look, we're casting Deanna.
Yeah, and this kind of talks about the origins of Deanna, which actually began in the motion picture because, basically both Riker and Deanna kind of came out of the motion picture.
Yeah.
So that's a fun little side story there. Talk for a different day. Here's some more about putting together lore in the androids. Data's bed. Aw, that's where he
Aw.
sleeps.
His recharge station.
Now here we get to Angel 1.
Let's show some half pack.
Angel 1. Yeah, what an episode. But hey, it did give us the first appearance of Leonard Crowfoot. And,
That is
actually, I was just going to tell you this fun fact, but it already says it here. He also played Lal in season 3. But he played Lal, we should add, to be fair, this is not entirely correct, but he played the,
Androgynous version.
yeah, he played the version before Lal chose a form, if you will.
Yeah.
The choosing of a Gozer. And so, yeah, that was Mr. Crowfoot in that outfit. A very tight-fitting outfit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really honest, and I feel so wrong saying this. This is definitely bordering on inappropriate, so forgive me, but I can actually tell that he was Lal simply from this line, from the shape of his pec.
He's so angular. He's like the perfect man.
Well, he's the perfect man for someone, so.
And the Binars.
This was a cool thing. Minuet. I like Minuet.
These were weird designs. I'm glad they didn't go with those.
I mean, this was just such a weird episode. But I liked Minuet, and I was sad that we didn't get more of her.
It was an interesting episode. I do like this one, actually. I think it's one of the standouts for season 1, actually.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's one of the better ones. Oh, here's some more about Tasha Yar.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is a cool fact I've heard before. So, Jeanette Goldstein was originally one of the people that was in the running for the character of Tasha, and she was Vasquez in Aliens.
That would have been cool. That
And
would
yeah,
have been
originally she
interesting.
would have been, then instead of being Yar, she would have been Macha Hernandez. I don't know if I'm saying the first name correct, but
Yeah, that'd be Matcha.
yeah, so it's kind of interesting, yeah, how that change kind of happened.
Oh man, that would have been groundbreaking in so many ways.
So this one
Oh.
is, it's one of those episodes that's actually pretty good, but really feels like an original series episode.
Yeah. I don't even remember this episode that well.
Well, basically, this dude here, it keeps
Oh.
aging because he's, I don't even want to explain the episode. It's really stupid. Just go back and watch it.
No, it says
But-
the synopsis is right here. En route to resolve the hostage crisis, a Starfleet admiral grows younger by the minute. What is his secret? And what else is he keeping from Captain Picard?
So this is, I think, the first modern Trek episode where they did some aging makeup, and in this case, they did it in reverse. But hey, they went leaps and bounds, and within a few years, they got so much better at doing the age makeup,
Yeah.
and they would win Emmys for the age makeup.
No, you know what? This isn't even that bad. Like, this really isn't that bad. There are people who absolutely age like that. It's just...
Oh, this is only one of his transformations of age.
No, but
so-
what I'm saying is just looking at it, I can tell you right now, this is not bad.
No.
At all. It's just... I don't remember the episode.
It's an incredibly melodramatic episode that I can't stand watching because it's so melodramatic. It really is. It feels like it should be from 1967.
Ugh.
Yeah. When the Bell Breaks is also a pretty decent forgotten episode.
Yeah.
It's also one of the early ones that kind of shows like Wesley, I guess, as a leader, maybe. Because it's basically about a bunch of people who can't have children. It's a planet of people who can't have children of their own, and so they abduct children.
Oh, yeah, okay, I remember that episode.
Yeah.
And just, home soil.
Yeah, this was actually a pretty lame episode, if I recall. This one, I did just recently rewatch season 1, and I can tell you, having just rewatched it, I don't even remember this one. That's how not memorable it was.
Ugh. But then you get to wait, casting Geordi.
Yes.
Come on, that's always a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
You know.
And it was, in fact, it says here, David Gerald, who very much wanted a black actor to be playing the part.
Oh,
So,
thank goodness! Thank you, David Gerald.
yeah. And according to this, Tim Russ was actually in the list of contenders also.
Oh, that must be part of why they kept bringing him back.
Yes, along with Reggie Jackson and Wesley Snipes.
Oh, weird.
Wow. So,
No.
I mean, some tough choices, to be quite honest.
Yes,
I mean,
no,
'cause-
they're talented actors. Well,
It's-
Reggie is.
Well, it's more just the name power of Reggie Jackson, the name
Yeah.
power of Wesley Snipes in that
No,
period.
but could you imagine Wesley Snipes as Geordi? It would be so different.
It would be awful.
But I'm so glad they went with LeVar. He's done amazingly, and I can't wait to see what he does next. He's a young up-and-comer, you know?
He'll go far. He's a nice mensch. Coming of age, the first appearance of one of the Benzites, which was played by John Putch. And shameless plug, I interviewed Mr. Putch on the Trek Untold podcast. He talks all about playing not just one, but two Benzites in Star Trek history, because he came back in season 2 to do it again as a different character.
He was a good one. He was a
Yeah.
good Benzite.
It's a good episode, and I'm actually, one of my goals of Trek Untold is to actually interview all of the cadets who were in the running that day for tests, because they've all done different things. Not all of them stayed in acting. They've all done some interesting things. I'd love to have a class reunion on my show.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's the hope. So
You know, I feel like Will Wheaton would actually be down for something like that.
I'd love to get Will. So, we'll show you guys the parts one more time, and then we'll jump into this build finally. Here is the big bag for 15. It's a lot of stuff in there.
I already opened
We
16.
already opened 16. We'll put that right over here, because I think, actually, no, I'll be dealing with 16.
You
looks
have
like.
16.
Lucky me. You'll be dealing with, I guess, a little bit of 17.
Some part of 17.
And probably more of 18.
Yeah,
So
18.
18, another big bag here. So we're going to get started, and I don't know how we're going to do this, but we're
We're gonna do something.
Yeah, we're going to do something. So for most of the build I'm going to be doing today, it'll be with the saucer section, because that's where I've been focusing on. Andrew has been dealing with the electronics, the other little bits. So, really, you've already seen me screw this a ton of times, so I'm not going to really be on camera too much. But I'll be essentially completing these two bits. So when I get ready to connect them, that's probably when you'll see me more in action. For now, I'm just going to screw.
Okay, right now I'm doing it very slowly. I'm adding shuttle doors to this section. You know, it's at an angle, so it's making it a little bit more interesting, and I have to worry about the wires a little bit more in terms of getting the pieces in, but I like a challenge. So real quick, I'm trying to get this shuttle door in, and you have to bend the electronics up and out of the way. Unfortunately, that makes it very difficult. It's difficult to get in. I'm gonna get it, but oof, is it a pain.
You've already seen me do this 100 times in the build. I'm just connecting these little bits into these little bits. So I'm gonna just go ahead and start screwing with my BMs.
You do enjoy your BMs, don't you?
How many times have we made that joke in this video?
Way too many.
Way too many. Let's get a screwing.
So I'm done with my little part over here. I mean, I have other stuff to do, but yeah, here are the shuttle bay doors. Well, shuttle bay 2 and 3.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool, actually.
It looks
nice.
great. It's just getting them in. Whew. This is so precise.
Yep.
This is so precise. There is like no margin for error. So, oof. But let's move on, and yeah.
Yeah,
I'm glad I got this part done.
And I got my stage, let's see, yeah, 16 done also, and 15.
Yeah, I got my part of 16 done, I guess, and now up to 18 and 19. I mean, 17 and 18.
Yep, so, alright, hey, we get to do a new piece now, which is fun, and I get to continue the saucer, but hey, I'm so close to being done now. So,
Yay.
hooray. Yeah, that's just gonna be, this stage, I'm gonna be putting this piece in over here, and I'm gonna actually connect them together, and that's it for the skeleton. And I'm just like, oh, I'm seeing this now, I'm like, please make sure these fit together.
Oh, okay, so there is actually something really cool in the booklet that I hadn't really given much thought, but I get it. It says, know your screws. If it ends with an M, that means it's going into metal, and if it ends with a P, it's going into plastic.
Yeah, they actually taught us that, way back when.
Yeah, well, they're putting the reminder in,
Yeah.
so yay!
Yeah, it's good to know that, actually, yeah.
It's good to get the reminder. Here's the battle bridge. I just put it together. It's magnetic, which is really cool. But yeah, this did not need any screws or anything. It just literally, boom, boom, snapped it into place.
Well,
Yay!
alright then.
Well, now I need to move on to the next.
Easy build for babies.
May I borrow this for a moment?
I'm just screwing.
Yeah, you are. Ah, crap!
Oh, you just saw stage 18?
Well, we saw it before, but now it's back to...
Now you're actually looking at it. Show everybody again.
No, you show everyone while I get my pieces together.
While I continue to screw, Andrea is just screwed because it's more Windows, our favorite, and I've got my little pliers here to help you with that. It's more lovely Windows.
And a new type of screw.
Do they have something to stay in? Or it looks like they do at least.
Yeah.
So, and I think we've had DMs before. Yeah, we had DMs before. We had the Dungeon Master screws.
Yeah, I don't think I've really used them before.
And we do have an electronic piece today as well to connect it to. I don't know if we'll actually test the lights because we're lazy.
We never
about that.
test the lights. After the first time, we just kind of gave up.
Nerd news today: we don't test lights.
We're going on blind faith. We have faith of the heart.
Yeah, as every Star Trek fan should have.
Unless, of course, they're smart.
Unless, of course, they know what they're doing and they have built models before, in which case, you're watching the wrong channel, folks. But
right.
I hope you're enjoying us.
Unless they're doing it just to make fun of us, which, you know what, that'd be fair.
You know, I'd be happy for the views. I'm grateful for anybody who watches us fumble along this, and hopefully you're fumbling along too and enjoying that, yeah, you're not alone out there. We all gotta start somewhere with our model building.
And boy, did we pick an interesting place to start.
Boy, did we. I had a much easier time painting Warhammer models than I did building this Enterprise so far.
Oh, except a window flying. Ay. Oh, wait, sorry, that's the wrong franchise.
Zordon! Alright, so I'm just about to finish this part here because I'm going to connect this little friendly doodad somewhere around over here, and then we're going to be complete, and you're moving on to your favorite.
Windows! Yay! I just love Windows.
I mean, I'm a Mac guy myself, but I can see the benefit of Windows.
Okay, so one thing I did learn, even though they do fit, thank goodness.
Loosely, as we've learned in the past.
No, it's more than that. One thing I did just learn with pliers, you have to be really careful with where you snip.
Well, Andrew, if you watched our episode a few episodes ago about using those windows, you would have seen I had similar problems and I learned a lesson. Now you've learned that lesson
No,
too.
I'm not talking about it going flying. I mean, that part, yeah, I totally made it go fly. But I actually ended up snipping a little bit of the window part.
Yeah, part of the window pane.
Part of the window pane that, goes in. I ended up snipping a little bit of that. So far, that doesn't seem to be causing any problems, but, when you're dealing with something and, when you want it to be sturdy and you want to make sure it's securely in, you don't want to accidentally do stuff like that, you know? But yeah, I just love putting in window panes. Oh, look, one that I have to possibly snip a little bit more. It's like you gotta trim these so carefully. Yeah, I think this would be my ultimate issue with the windows and just in general with all of this is it's so it's so precise.
Yeah, not a lot of margin for error with these pieces.
No, there is literally no margin for error. What are you talking about?
Even though things are rather imprecise too with the screws and things like that too.
And that I think that's in part because it's so precise. I've always found that when you have a little bit of wiggle room, it you can function a little bit better.
It's true, but models are one of those things where it's all about the precision. That's why I've always really not been into models, because I'm just not that precise of a person when it comes to things like this. I like to also have a little bit of freedom to mess around.
I don't necessarily want, like, I don't mind having the structure and the rules and the regulations, all that fun stuff.
You'll make a fine Starfleet officer.
No, I'd be a terrible Starfleet officer. I'm no Miles O'Brien.
You're more of a Maquis, you're right.
I really am.
The Les Mis references alone will have you joining them.
Yeah, I would. Okay, I have my windows in. So now I gotta see what the next part is. Is it okay if I turn the page?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I can... Yeah, I'm just screwing around here.
Yes,
Nice.
you are.
This is it, folks. The final screw, and this part of the saucer section build is completed. I'm gonna probably go back and make sure everything's tight, but I think this is it. Oh my god. Captain, look, I've done it.
Oh my goodness!
We've got a saucer, and wow, look at that.
Oh my gosh! It is done. It is completed.
This is, at least this part is. I get the bad feeling there's going to be a bottom half to go with this, because all these little guys up here have to connect to something, right? Oh god, there's another half of this.
Yep.
You can't see my face right now, folks, but it's buried in my cheeks because I've just made the realization that this is only halfway done.
Yep.
Because that's what all these
Yep.
bits are.
It's okay. I'm realizing I have no idea what I'm doing here. 18C and 18B.
Well, while the captain's in hell, don't forget, folks, check out the Trek Untold podcast. It comes out every Thursday on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and anywhere that you listen to audio shows. And on YouTube here on Nerd News Today every Sunday. Trek Untold, the Star Trek podcast that goes beyond the stars. How's that for a plug?
That's a good plug right there. Yeah, I'll give you that. Check this out. There's no way this isn't where it goes. Because it's magnetic. It even says Enterprise right here. Boom!
Yay.
Look how pretty that is.
That fits in so nicely. Wow.
That's beautiful. That's precision that I like.
And then we get to these two pieces, and we might have hit another snag, folks. Looks like we were given the same pieces. And this isn't the first time it happened, unfortunately, but...
yeah, that makes it...
Let's go ahead. We were just checking the parts, but yeah, just to kind of jump over to stage 18 here. So the step we're talking about would be part B on step 18.
Part where I just put in all the windows.
And yeah, you can even see here it's actually labeled like R and L. Basically, you just see by the look of it too, like this is meant to be, the flip-flop of it, and we don't have it. We have identical parts.
Yeah.
So I think we're not going to be able to finish this part of the build today.
I can put part of it, I can put the one part on, which I think is a good idea because that way it blocks in some of the windows.
Yep.
Because we're definitely going to need some space for that.
So yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do this very delicately.
Yeah, because I those windows kind of suck. There's got to be a better way to get these windows in. I don't know why people seem to have less problems with them than we do, but...
Jeez. Okay, there we go. So it fits in like that. Use the DMs.
And just so you guys can see, I mean, yeah, it's meant to be the flip image, because as you can see in this illustration here, that should be over there, and then vice versa. So, yeah, we'll halfway do it, so that we're still working on it, but we're going to probably lose a little bit more time. I know we took a long time getting this one done, but we're going to probably lose another week or two while we wait for the replacement to come before we move ahead, because I don't know if we're going to be able to actually do the next build without those pieces.
Yeah, we're gonna check, and if we can, we'll try and do what we can until the next piece comes in, but oof, not what we expected.
No.
I'm sure, mistakes happen. It's all good.
So the one thing we don't have a home for yet, right, is this piece, because this part is not used. This is being held onto for a later build. And
hey, we like that.
Yeah. So maybe that'll actually be continued to the next build. I assume I'm going to be screwing the saucer section for the rest of my life.
Well, I think this and that kind of go together.
Yeah, you mean this part of the bridge section here, part of
Yeah.
the neck? Yeah, that's part of the neck, so that should go on top. It's just a matter of how we put it on top.
Yep. You're gonna be screwing for life.
Yeah. I mean, but at least I'm not doing the electronics.
The electronics are fun. It's just make sure you get in. Okay, so I have that in. This will be eventually. Well, I guess I could kind of see if this will fit in.
Yeah, you can if you want, but it's not really, you know.
It's just basically going to be inserted in here.
You do have to go grab a, different part. From
Well, that's
previous
just the
build
thing
also, but,
to check
yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's not that important.
Yeah, I'll have to mess around with this later. But
Yeah,
this
I
is
think
essentially what it's going to look like.
We'll put a pause on this for now because we are missing the correct piece. So, luckily, you know, I having dealt with this already previously, Hero Collector does have pretty good customer service about this. They sent us a replacement part last time, but we are going to lose some time waiting for it, which kind of sucks.
Yep. Ugh. But, you know, we're doing what we can.
Yeah, and this particular episode was not too rough, so
No,
that was
this was
also pretty good. This is actually a fairly easy episode, and would have been better had we been able to finish and get this little stupid bit in there, but we didn't. But otherwise, moving along nicely, and
Just need to be careful of all the windows.
yeah, I mean, I almost want to like open up the box now to preview what we're gonna have in the next episode.
I mean,
I feel like we should do that just to like make up for the loss of not having this part.
I'm all for that, yeah.
All right, sneak peek for what we're gonna see next episode. I see windows. I see another battery container.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, we're getting small in the next episode.
Oh, my gosh.
Look at all these. Oh my god, there's so many wires. Why did I do this? Now I don't want to build it.
Oh, no, we're building this. I'm going to play with electronics, and I'm going to love it.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of electronics here. You guys can see there's a lot more this time around in this upcoming episode. So
Captain's
look at
time
all
to
these-
shine.
Look at all these wires.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so scared.
I'm scared, but
I have
actually,
another. Oh, yes.
I actually am a little bit excited to see where it's going to keep going because I know you do like playing with electronics.
Yeah.
I wish I understood electronics more, but
I mean, it's not like I understand them. I just know that you insert it here, and then you plug it into this thing, and it hopefully will light up.
well, either way, that's really cool. I am nervous, but looking forward to it.
Yeah, same.
So that's going to be what awaits us in a future episode. So for now, well, I guess you'll hear from us again when we get the next piece. That's when we'll do episode 6, I believe we're up to now, right? So yeah.
We're gonna keep plugging along as best we can, but yeah. Oh, it's such a shame about that piece.
Well, we'll get a new one. So.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. So with that, I'm Captain Andrea,
I'm Commander Matthew,
and this has been us building the Enterprise D.
and we've got a whole lot more to go still, and it's gonna get crazy because I'm hoping we'll continue to get better each week.
Yeah, stick around to watch us get more and more ridiculous, probably stressed out, but also we're gonna learn and grow, and in the end, have an Enterprise D.
Yeah.
So yeah, stick around for that.
So we'll see you guys here next time. Same Nerd News channel. Well, I don't know about the same Nerd News time because this took us like 2 months to do, but we'll be back soon. So we'll see you guys later. And remember, live long and buy toys. Nom nom nom
Nom nom nom nom nom nom nom nom.